Big Ben, an emotional evening, a great moment for a great player, a majestic quarterback if there ever was one.
I'm so thankful and blessed to be able to call this place home for almost half my life in front of these fans and seeing all the signs and all the jerseys, and I don't know, I've been so blessed and I'm just so thankful.
The 2021 season marked the end of an era. For the first time in nearly 2 decades, Pittsburgh had a vacancy at the most important position in football.
It's a challenge, man. It makes you uneasy. But I've learned to run to those challenges.
Ben Roethlisberger wasn't the only Steelers mainstay to be moving on. After 22 seasons with the team, Kevin Colbert prepared his final draft in Pittsburgh. But Colbert wouldn't leave without establishing a new era in Steelers football.
That's awesome.
Woo! The Pittsburgh Steelers select Kenny Pickett, quarterback, Pittsburgh.
Pickett! Oh, there's a man open, and that's a touchdown.
There it is.
George Pickens. Pickett's going to run, get to the goal line, touchdown, Pittsburgh.
The 2022 Pittsburgh Steelers were supposed to be a team in transition.
He's hit by Highsmith and sacked by Alex Highsmith.
Instead, they were retooling to make an impact now.
Fires it over the middle. Touchdown! Pat Fairmouth!
They smiled in the face of adversity, climbing out of a 2-6 hole, and fought for playoff contention up until the final snap of the season.
Captain Cam seals the deal.
They give it to Warren on the sweep to the near side.
With the insertion of youth, paired with a core of dominant veterans,
He's hit, and TJ has him, and down he goes. And it's intercepted by Minka.
the new era of Steelers football showed promise for years to come. The first season of the post-Roethlisberger era started in the jungle.
This is the first time in the history of both these clubs they've opened the season together against each other. This is a big first round. Who's going to land the big punch today? That's the question.
All it's been about what they did last year. We know what we can do. We know how good we are. We just got to put that on tape.
The Bengals, Joe Burrow, one of the fine young quarterbacks in the game, and of course a big change at quarterback for the Steelers. It's Mitch Trubisky, not Ben Roethlisberger.
Let's go, D! Let's go, D!
From the very first drive, Pittsburgh jumped on the reigning AFC champs.
Down he goes back at the 16-yard line. Cameron Hayward working against the rookie, spun away from the block and got right to Burrow.
That's what you need. You need your big play people to come through in big play moments.
Late rush, he throws it down the field, intercepted at the 30, 25-20. Minka Fitzpatrick goes into the end zone, and this crowd is stunned.
You got Minka just dropping down in front of the receiver, and I'm telling you what, he just skedaddled into the end zone.
Best safety in the league. Stop playing with him.
The Steelers' defense was overwhelming, dismantling a potent Bengals offense, forcing 5 turnovers and sacking Burrow 7 times.
He's hit and he's down, and that is Alex Highsmith. Burrow's hit, the ball is out, and Cam comes up with it.
Bobby Ocean shot. He ready to pick it over.
Throws it down the field, the pass is intercepted at the 15-yard line. Cam Sutton.
You paid to watch me today.
Batted down, intercepted. T.J. Watt jumped up and just took the ball out of the air, and this Steeler defense rises up once again. Joe Burrow looks like a man under siege. Mike Tomlin said he expected this Steelers defense to be dominant. They are showing that. Trubisky out of the eye, gives it, nope, fakes it to the fullback, flat pass, touchdown, Najee Harris off the left side. He faked the handoff and then just reared up and fired that little strike to Najee Harris for the touchdown. The Steelers appear to be in good shape, but we got another half to play. That's the end of the second quarter. The Steelers 17, Cincinnati 6.
Cincinnati weathered the storm and started to get back to their game.
Burrows back, throws it to the right side, touchdown. And that is Tyler Boyd. And now the Bengals will go for two.
What is it?
Throws for the end zone, and it's caught for a two-pointer. And that is Mike Thomas. And despite all the turnovers, the Bengals are in it now. One last shot for the Bengals, 2nd and goal at the 6. Fires for the end zone, and it's caught, and that's a touchdown to Jamar Chase on the final play of the game. Can pretty much secure the win with this all-important extra point. It's blocked! Kick is blocked! Minkah Fitzpatrick blocked the kick, and we have a tie game.
I got to tell you, this is one of the most sensational games I've ever seen.
And the 2020 game headed to overtime. First time that the Bengals and the Steelers have played an opening game, and this has been crazy stuff. The snap is high. The kick is on its way. That kick is line drive. It's no good.
Unbelievable.
It's left. No good. Can the Steelers take advantage of sudden death? A kick by the Paws is on its way. Long enough. It is high enough. It's doing.
Is this game absolutely ridiculous?
It's crazy is what I say.
It is.
It's Trubisky in his first start in a black and gold uniform in overtime. And there is Mitch spinning out of a sack, waits, throws the pass, and it is pulled in by Robert, and he gets it to the 45-yard line.
And here we go again.
Here comes the Boz. Good snap, down, kick is on its way. That kick is long enough, high enough, and it is good! The kick is good! The Steelers survive in Cincinnati. How it happened, it'll take me an hour to tell you.
Don't it feel good? Nice and slow.
The win did feel good, but the news following the game was not as pleasing.
TJ Watt still gathering information and opinions on his pectoral tear. However, Ian Rappaport and I were told last night that the belief is that this will not require surgery and is not season ending for TJ Watt. In fact, there is now optimism in Pittsburgh that Watt could be back by the end of October. This is now a situation where the reigning NFL Defensive Player of the Year may have his absence measured in weeks, not in months. All depends on the healing process. And again, still gathering opinions. Right now, sounds like it's going to be a lot better news than expected for TJ Watt.
Pittsburgh's first game in newly branded Acrisure Stadium would be without TJ Watt. Watt would be sidelined for the next 7 games.
Hands up!
His presence was encouraging,
Pick it up!
but they would need to lean on others to provide splash plays.
Here's the snap. He's back. Late blitz. He throws it long down the field, and it's intercepted by Minkah. He turns it to 21, to the 25, and he just dances out of bounds. Wow. He took advantage of a mistake by Mac Jones.
Well, it's another magic Minkah moment right there.
You made that look so smooth, man.
The Steelers needed to muster up more magic if they wanted to beat the Patriots.
And that pass will be caught for the touchdown. You got to be kidding me. Nelson Aguilar out-jumped Akello Witherspoon and took it in from 44 yards out with 22 seconds left till halftime. And Gunnar drops it, and it is fought for. Who has the ball at the 20-yard line? The Patriots fall on it. And they give it straight ahead and driving for the chalk, and it's a touchdown for Damian Harris.
All of a sudden, the explosive plays are starting to show up, but it's not the kind we want.
It's not the kind that the black and gold need. Play action fake. Steps up. Dumps it off on the little check down to Harris. And Harris takes on defenders up over the 35. And a great job by Najee. He just shed 2. He shed the first one and jumped over the second defender. He's back with the snap. Looks for the end zone. Touchdown! And that's Pat Fryermuth right over the middle. And the Steelers are back in it.
They're going for 2, it looks like.
Trubisky in the gun. Gets the snap, wants to throw it. He looks, he throws for the end zone. A diving effort back there, and it's good. Deontay Johnson, a wonderful catch for the 2-point conversion. Freiermuth with the 8-yard touchdown, and Deontay Johnson with a great 2-point conversion catch, and it's 17-14. Steelers trail by 3.
Unfortunately for Pittsburgh, their time for a comeback ran out.
Busting through, look out. Harris right there. New England just gashed the Steelers. And they run the sprint draw left side, and Harris turns the corner and then slides, and the clock winds, and that's it. That's the end of the game with the final score. New England defeating the Pittsburgh Steelers 17-14.
The loss was tough. Yet the short week forced it to be forgettable. The Steelers' 139-mile trip up the turnpike to the shores of Lake Erie carried the hope of getting back on the winning path.
Physicality, fellas. Playmaking, high energy all night. Yes, dog talk. Say that. Dog talk. Say that. I gotta have it, fellas. 60 minutes, nothing less. Nothing less.
No huddle for the Steelers. They're going tempo. 2nd down and 4 from the Pittsburgh 46. And this long pass. Great catch by rookie George Pickens.
Oh, great googly moogly. You want to talk about the degree of difficulty? That's like an 11.
Good grab. Good grab. That was Lisa Modell. It's GP now.
Billy, it'll all go for naught if the Steelers don't punch this in for 7.
There goes Najee off left side. Bounces it for the goal line. Touchdown, Pittsburgh.
That was a bounce, Billy. And as Max would say, that's an angry man run. Well, I think it's also a burning man run. That's all that pent-up frustration. He just cut loose there with a straight arm.
And down goes Brissett. Larry Ogunjobi.
This is what you want to see. And so far, they are holding their own.
Najee gets the call. No, Mitch keeps, gets to the goal line. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. The kid from nearby Mentor, Ohio, is in the end zone.
This is tremendous. This is what we've been waiting for to see for this Steelers offense.
The Steelers were clicking on both sides of the ball, but the Browns had seen enough, and they looked to put the game away in the second half.
And they give it, and leaping, and going to the end zone for the touchdown is Nick Chubb. And the Browns lead it by 9. The Steelers down to a final straw at 9 seconds. Deontay laterals. Chase Claypool laterals back. It's Najee. Najee throws the ball on the ground. The Browns dive for it. And it's in the end zone for a touchdown on the final play of the game.
After a promising start, Pittsburgh had fallen on hard times.
We didn't get it done, and so we got to own the outcome, and we will. And so there's not a lot really to talk about. We got to look at this tape and learn and get better very fast.
The following week against the Jets looked like the trend would continue.
Now over motion. They give it to the overman, a reverse, a little gadgetry. Braxton Berrios coming on the end around, and then found the quarterback, Zach Wilson, wide open, and you could hear a pin drop here at Acrisure Stadium.
But the beginning of the second half brought a much-needed spark to the spiraling Steelers.
Well, guys, just something to keep an eye on. Kenny Pickett came out with quarterback coach Mike Sullivan when the specialists came out.
Well, here we go, folks.
Kenny Pickett on the field for the first time in regular season play. Now we see Pickett in the gun at the 49-yard line of the Jets. First down. Play action fake, bootleg right. He wants to throw it. He throws it long down the field. The ball was tipped and intercepted by the Jets. Jordan Whitehead said thank you.
Pickett's first career pass was not what he intended. However, Pittsburgh's defense set him up for redemption.
He's back. Pocket collapses. He throws the pass. It's intercepted on the tip. Minka to the 10-5, and he's run out of bounds inside the 10-yard line. Off the hands of Conklin into the hands of Minka.
Where's the Minka magic? Right there is the Minka magic.
You seen it? You seen it? Stop playing! Come on.
It's up to the offense. Now you got to come through. Cannot lose steam here.
Pickett, second effort. He's in. Second effort got Pickett into the end zone for his first career touchdown. And the Steelers have forged ahead.
Kenny Pickett, how sweet it is, baby. quarterback sneak. I love it.
Let's go put a drive together.
Let's go, baby.
Hey, let's put one together. We got to put one together. Let's go. Start.
Shotgun snap for Pickett. Play action fake, rolls left, throws it on the run. Diving grab at the 30-yard line by the Muth, Pat Fryermuth. He's back, throws the pass on the near sideline. A toe dance by George Pickens. Pickett to Pickens. I couldn't wait to say that. Back, big rush. Over the middle, Fryermuth. Down inside the 5. First and goal at the 2-yard line.
Oh, and you got Kenny Pickett sitting right in the pocket, throwing that ball to Fryermuth and taking a shot from Quinnen Williams. Didn't bug at him all. No, because he's Pittsburgh tough.
Let's go. Let's go.
Nice full jet motion, play action fake. Pickett's going to run, get to the goal line. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Kenny Pickett, his second of the game, second of his career. And the Steelers open up a little breathing room.
He had the option of pitching it, but Kenny says, no, I'm going to deliver the mail myself. Boy, oh boy, this crowd is alive. They are enjoying watching Kenny Pickett start his career.
The beginning of Pickett's career had an unfavorable ending. The Jets overcame a 2-score deficit and put a damper on Pittsburgh's celebration.
Brees Hall, the running back, gets the call, goes in. The ball came out at the goal line. Who has it? There's a big fight for the football.
The runner broke the plane of the goal line, therefore by rule that is a touchdown.
They rule a touchdown.
What?
He said he broke the plane, according to the referee, and that ends it at Acrisure Stadium. Close but no cigar. The Steelers fall to 1-3 and have to travel to Buffalo.
4 weeks into the season, the franchise was turned over to rookie quarterback Kenny Pickett. After an impressive preseason, fans had been waiting to see what the first-rounder could bring to the offense. But the Steelers were staring down a 4-game stretch of teams that would all make the postseason in 2022. In other words, Pickett's first action in the NFL would not come easy.
Yeah, I mean, obviously it's a huge challenge. You know, we could be here all day talking about how many great things that they do, all the great players that they have. Obviously, they're high-level players, so I mean, we have our work cut out for us. So, like I said, the details are what's going to help us win. So it's something that we need to get ironed out, you know, quickly on offense.
What is the reaction been like from
Kenny Pickett on the field for the first time, starting a football game for the Pittsburgh Steelers.
The excitement surrounding Pickett's first start was evident, but the day belonged to Josh Allen and the Buffalo Bills.
Here's the snap. He's in his end zone. Pocket collapses. He throws it long down the field, and the pass. Oh, he's gone on a dead run. That's Gabe Davis, and he is gone. 98 yards. Touchdown, Buffalo.
Oh, my.
Gabe Davis, he catches it for the touchdown. You've got to be kidding me. And it's not much fun in Buffalo when you fall this far behind this early.
This is certainly a situation you don't want to be in. For Kenny, this is, you know, he's hung tough and provided good leadership all the way through. I've seen no head hanging, no sort of got you dauber down. Kid is Pittsburgh tough, and I expect more from this guy.
A reasonable expectation was that Pickett's first start in Pittsburgh would have a better outcome.
Pickett, shotgun. Back is Pickett, throws it to the flat. Najee's wide open. He walks in for that Pittsburgh Steelers touchdown. Wide open, Pickett to Harris.
Wow, you want to talk about a blown assignment. Najee Harris just snuck off to the left flat all by himself. All eyeballs went to the right side of the field.
And the Steelers are celebrating Pickett's first career touchdown.
There you go. Hang on to that, baby.
You got to keep pushing the middle of the pocket. Keep coming on the edge.
The Steelers' defense were attacking Tom Brady and the Bucs.
And the Steelers make penetration, and Ogunjobi hits Fournette before he can get on track. Brady back, big rush, he's sacked back at the 10-yard line, and that is Malik Reed.
They were keeping the future Hall of Famer from touching their lead.
When the Steelers have been successful against Tom Brady, it's been a team effort. Oh, Brady hitting the balls in the air. Is it a fumble? The Steelers dive for it. Alex Highsmith hit him, but Godwin fell on it.
Oh, Alex Highsmith beat the pants off of Donovan Smith around the corner.
Play action fake. Throws it long down the near sideline. There's a marker. It is caught by Deontay Johnson at the 46, and Kenny is down. Kenny Pickett leaving for the near sideline. And Mitch Trubisky is getting ready to go in.
Trubisky entered in the midst of a one-point game. But the veteran's poise kept the Steelers' offense moving down the field.
Oh, there's a man getting off the field late, wide open. Here comes Connor Hayward down the middle of the field. 35, 25, he's at the 15, he's tackled at the 10. Too many men on the field for Tampa Bay. Who cares? Gets the snap, he's back. Fires for the end zone, touchdown, Claypool!
Boom, touchdown!
Wow!
Mitch seen it. Oh, a little stop route into some zone coverage. What a great job. He just seen it, man, and he let it go. He sees it, then he does it. His see-do, as Mike Tomlin says, is terrific.
Dumps it off in the flat, and that is Fournette cutting inside a defender, getting to the goal line, and that's a touchdown. And that makes it a 20-18 ball game. They're going to go for it. 2-point conversion in a 2-point game. Brady in the gun. Running back to his left. He's back. Fires over the middle. Broken up at the goal line.
Yeah!
Devin Bush in front of Chris Godwin. And the 2-pointer is denied. And the lead is still 2. Trubisky coming up big time in relief of Kenny Pickett. Mitch takes the knee, and this place erupts. That will do it. A major upset.
Billy, how sweet it is, baby. What's transpired over the last few weeks, it's been tough. But now, what a great job by Mitch and the boys coming back. And the defense can't say enough. This is really awesome.
With the victory against the Bucs, Pittsburgh was hoping to start stacking wins on a Sunday night in South Florida.
Let's take it on the road. Let's start stacking this. Let's go. Stack on 3. 1, 2, 3, stack.
Down 13 points early, the Steelers spent most of the game trying to climb back.
Touchdown, Pittsburgh! Pickett to Pickens. And for George Pickens, his first career touchdown as a member of the Pittsburgh Steelers. Pickett back, throws a pass, intercepted, running up the sideline with the football as a Dolphin. One man to beat, and he's knocked out of bounds.
Well, the thing with Kenny is these are learning experiences.
One more whack at it. Make it count. Let's go. Come on. Finish this game.
It's 4th down. Fires a pass. It is caught, and that is Pat Freiermuth in a tight window.
What a great catch by the Muth.
Throws the crossing route. Deontay running to the near sideline, evades a tackler, and gets not only the first down, but he gets out of bounds to stop the clock at 42 seconds. Pickett, he's going to run the ball. He's got room, but he throws it on the run, and it's intercepted at the goal line. And so the Dolphins save a scare.
This is just devastating.
It's going to be better days. Head high fighting all the time.
Better times for the Steelers would be on the horizon, but not until after their matchup with the undefeated Philadelphia Eagles.
Going to air it out. That ball is coming down to the goal line, and it is caught for a touchdown. So Brown with the trifecta from 39, 27, and now 29 yards. Pickett back, Pickett hit, Pickett sacked across midfield. 6th sack of the game. And the route is on with a final score. Philadelphia 35, Pittsburgh 13.
I think there's a lot that we need to focus on, improve on, have a sense of urgency in regards to fixing certain things. So I think it's a good time for the bye.
Hopefully we can come back from the bye week and try to turn it around. Like I said, we just got to keep working. Just no excuses. That's all we can do.
To say the Steelers struggled in their first 8 games of the year would be putting it lightly. At 2-6, Pittsburgh was tied for their worst start of the Tomlin era. But the bye week came at an opportune time. For the Steelers, it was a new season, a chance to map out a plan for the final 9 games and get back into the win column.
Mike, if everything goes as planned and both TJ Watt and KZ are available on Sunday, just how much does that change or elevate the defense as a whole?
You know, I just think that remains to be seen. I think I'll let their contributions speak for themselves, but obviously those are two veteran players that are NFL capable and obviously going to be positive contributors to our efforts if available.
The Steelers would love to have TJ Watt back this week for the first time since week number 1. Mike Tomlin wouldn't say definitely yes yesterday, but it kind of sounded that way.
It did, and it sounds like TJ Watt is saying that again, this is the old, players always think they're going to be good to go, but he did a radio interview and said that it is trending in that direction. The Steelers also releasing an outside linebacker, so it seems like they're clearing a spot for Watt here to return. He's been out of action since week 2, so now's about the time that we expected that TJ Watt could return. And we know everything he means, not just from a pass rush standpoint, but playing the run, an all-around player on a defense that could, a team, period, that could badly use a spark right now.
Getting players back can certainly spark a turnaround, especially when those players are TJ Watt and Damontae Kazee.
This Steelers defense can be more explosive now with the addition of TJ Watt, who hasn't been on the field since the opening game back in September.
Watt's reputation speaks for itself, but fans would see the first of the 6-year vet Kazee. He was making his first start in Pittsburgh after all-pro safety Minkah Fitzpatrick needed an emergency appendectomy. Kazee was making himself right at home in the Steelers secondary.
He looks, he waits, he fires a pass, and it's intercepted on the tip at the 45-yard line. Damontae Kazee.
This is the guy that led the NFL in interceptions just a few years back. They call him Damontae Kazee. We call him Damontae Crazy. Wow, what a great contribution here.
The river's that way. The river right there. Where's the river at?
Yeah, Gary, why you gonna come down this end zone?
Oh, I ran the wrong end zone.
Yeah, why you gonna come down here?
That's what I was trying to do. I was looking for the river.
He told me too. He said my celebration, I'm gonna throw that in the stands.
For Pittsburgh, there was plenty to celebrate.
Hands it to Kamara, and he goes into the line, but not much going on there. The black shirts had the gaps controlled, including TJ Watt wreaking havoc like he can.
The defensive unit was playing some of their best football, holding the Saints under 200 yards of offense.
Oh, the ball's out, he falls on it.
Oh, Alex Highsmith karate chop Andy Dalton.
Throws it long down the right sideline. That pass will be intercepted. Yes! Levi Wallace took it away from Kevin White. And this defense rises up once again.
That's my best friend. Go, Bessler, go, Bessler, go.
A rookie quarterback's best friend is a good running game.
And they're going to run the ball to try to run clock. Oh, Jalen Warren up the sideline, and they knock him out of bounds as he gets down to the 40-yard line.
Oh, get out of town. You got Jalen turns the corner, and then whammo, he hurdles a man.
Pittsburgh totaled over 200 yards on the ground for the first time in 92 games.
Here comes Najee up the field. Takes on the defender, 40, 35, 30, 25, and he's knocked out of bounds at the 21-yard line. Pickett under center. It's George Pickens, and Pickens goes in for the touchdown. The Pittsburgh Steelers come off the bye and reset their season with a big victory, 20-10 over the New Orleans Saints.
As they did against the Saints, the Steelers would lean on their young backfield duo in the second half of the season.
Hey, I'm just telling you guys, y'all two right here, I'm telling you, we are going to have scenes to run in all day.
Behind the new-look offensive line in 2022, Pittsburgh tallied their highest rushing totals in over a decade.
Give the ball to Najee. Najee breaks through into the secondary. Najee grinding. They toss it to the right, and Warren cuts it back, finds a gap.
Undrafted rookie Jalen Warren was the biggest surprise, darting through holes this season.
The give is straight ahead, and there's a spin move for Jalen Warren.
Warren's quickness became a perfect complement to the power from the Steelers' workhorse back.
He showed him how to run the ball right over a man.
Najee Harris followed his impressive rookie season with a stellar sophomore campaign. gaining over 1,200 total yards by ground and air.
And Najee leaps over a man.
Harris became the first Steelers back to rush for over 1,000 yards in their first 2 seasons.
That's the explosion. That's what we've been waiting for right there.
What had been looked at as a weakness leading into the season became a strength for Pittsburgh down the stretch, averaging nearly 150 yards over their final 9 games and reestablishing the mentality of Steelers football.
All right, watch your step here, folks. Watch your step on, folks.
Thank you.
All right, watch your step here.
Navigating the NFL season can be grueling. That's why throwing caution to the wind is sometimes advised. With 8 games left, Pittsburgh felt their playoff hopes sinking into the deep end, meaning there was no room left for holding anything back. The journey would be telling. Seeing how a young team finds their way through the choppy waters would go a long way for the future of the franchise. But in the now, as the finish line gets closer with each fleeting week, the Steelers would need to drop anchor to keep their postseason aspirations afloat.
Yeah, let's go. Well, this is exciting, Billy. Now you feel the throbbing pulse of the stadium. It's coming alive. Everybody says, hey, let's go. Come on, kick this baby off. Let's get some electricity, some excitement going.
There is never a shortage of excitement in AFC North football, especially when the Bengals and Steelers are going blow for blow.
Throws it across the field. There's a guy wide open running free, and that's P. Ryan into the end zone for a touchdown.
That was rather too easy, Billy.
Run off this football on the
Come on,
air.
got the end, got the end. That one back, it's the left end, goes to the 15-10. Najee Harris leaps a man, gets to the pylon, touchdown.
And he just goes high jump over top Jesse Bates at the goal line.
And we've got a deadlock. And he throws it to the right flat. Gets off a tackle and gets into the end zone. And it's 17-10. Pickett. Oh, there's a man open, and that's a touchdown.
There it is.
George Pickens. A late rush, and Pickett still delivered the ball to Pickens for the 24-yard strike.
There was over 400 yards of combined offense in the first half between these two teams. But the Steelers fell off pace in the fourth quarter as the Bengals pulled away.
Dumps it off in the flat, running to the 5-yard line, and that's P. Ryan getting down to the goal line, and that's a touchdown for P. Ryan. It's been a disappointing second half for the Pittsburgh Steelers, who are about to lose their 7th game.
There he is. Great job, great job. Keep that.
For Kenny Pickett, there was plenty to build off of. The Week 12 Monday matchup versus the Colts was a turning point for him and the team.
Well, fellas, it is dark in here and a lot of sparkling lights in here. I think they're all for us. I'm thinking, I smell victory. I think this is a moment, a team that matches up very well for us to take advantage.
Pittsburgh did take advantage of the Colts defense, scoring on 3 of their first 4 offensive drives.
Again, a 7-yard run on first down. The ball is down. The kick by Wright is good. The Steelers draw first blood in Indy on the first possession of the football game. He looked left, nothing there, throws it right down the field, back shoulder, pulled in by George Pickens, and that is a catch.
Are you kidding me? I can't believe he came down with that ball. Oh, my goodness.
Najee gets the call. Najee threw a crack down to the goal line. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. And you hear the Steelers fans, and you see the terrible towel a-twirling.
Great job, RBs. Great job, RBs.
The Steelers were playing complimentary football all half.
He's in trouble. Edmonds has him, and down he goes at the 19-yard line. Big rush. He steps up in the pocket, throws a pass. He's got it. Pierre with his first Oskey of the year, and the Steelers play takeaway. How about the Steelers' balance, Wolfman? 106 passing, 106 rushing.
I don't think you could balance it any better, Billy.
That kick is on its way. That kick is up and good. The end of period number 2 with a score of Pittsburgh 16 and the Colts 3.
But in the blink of an eye, the momentum and the lead were gone.
And it is Dallas Flowers bringing it out from 5 yards deep to the 10 to 15 to 20. He's on his way to 35 to 40, 45 to 50. He's across midfield, cuts back inside, and they tackle him from behind. What a kickoff return. He hands it off to Taylor, and Taylor gets to the goal line, and that's a touchdown for Jonathan Taylor. And the Colts cut that lead to 6. Quick throw to the end zone, and it is caught for the touchdown. Pittman beat the corner, James Pierre, and the Colts lead at 17-16.
Hey, this is the part of the night where the dam breaks, because they got to get aggressive. They got to get out of their personality in the effort to make something happen. Y'all kill, make plays.
Do or do not, there is no trying. The offense has got to regain the lead.
Pick it back, shuffles around, throws that pass, and what a diving effort and a grab in front of Faison by George Pickens for a first down. That's what the doctor ordered. He throws it over the middle. It's pulled in, and that's Deontay going left to right inside the 20s, and he's going to be tackled near the 20-yard line. He fires a pass. It's pulled in by the Muth, and the Muth is Luth, first and goal at the 3-yard line. They hand it off, and running left and getting to the end zone is Benny Snell Jr., and the Steelers leapfrog back on top. He's back, going for 2. He waits, he runs. He's looking right. He's throwing for the end zone, and it's caught for the 2-point conversion. Pickett to Pickens.
Oh, you gotta love it.
The defense needed a late stop to close out the Colts.
He's hit, and Highsmith sacks him. The ball is out. Who has it? Colts got it back, but a big sack by Highsmith, and that is his 10th of the year. 4th and 3, the Colts at the Steelers, 26. And he's back, and he runs to the left. He throws that ball down the field, and it will be broken up at the 12-yard line. A great job by Sutton and Minka, and that is your ball game. How about that?
Sweet Marie. Oh, baby. It doesn't get any sweeter than this.
Pittsburgh gets a huge road win on Monday night, keeping their mathematically slim playoff hopes alive. But it was important. It was important to see a lot of things that went down last night. Takeaways from the Steelers' win over the Colts on a Monday night, Peter.
Yeah, you know, I'm watching on Monday Night Football. Kenny Pickett is growing up before our very eyes into what a starter should look like in the NFL, and he wasn't this when he first got on the field.
This might be a lost season in Pittsburgh. It really might be. It might be, hey, this finishes with 6 wins or 7 wins, or maybe it just ends here and it's 4 wins, whatever it is. But this was the necessary lumps they needed. And now next year, Kenny Pickett's going to be a 25-year-old starter in the NFL. There are no doubts he's our guy.
He's showing us some stuff.
We've got our quarterback situation assembled.
Yeah. When you have young players that are getting a chance to develop in some games, whether it's meaningful to the playoffs or not, it's gained experience each time they're on the field. And you just mentioned Kenny Pickett and the George Pickens connection. My goodness, George Pickens looks good.
There are a few duos in life that just make sense. Peanut butter and jelly. Batman and Robin. Here in Pittsburgh, fries on just about everything. But there was a new pairing in town, and their name had a catchy ring to it.
It is caught by George Pickens. You've got to be kidding me. Pickett to Pickens.
Pickett to Pickens, as we like to say, Billy. That's a great hook up there.
Pickett to Pickens for the first down. Throws it down the field. That pass will be pulled in. Pickett to Pickens.
Oh, baby. Man, that kid has got some good hands. Nice job by Pickens and Pickett.
The rookie connection was strong, but Pickens wasn't the only pass catcher receiving his quarterback's attention.
Pass to the right flat, pulled in by Deontay Johnson.
In Atlanta, Pickett found 9 different receivers, including Deontay Johnson and Pat Freiermuth.
And the Muth comes up with a big catch, still on his feet.
How did he do it? How do you stay on your feet? You have enough strength to keep powering forward 57 yards. Are you kidding me?
Pickett empty set, 1st and 15. He throws the pass down the middle. What a catch! And that is Connor Hayward reeling that pass in for a 17-yard touchdown, the first of his career.
Connor Hayward, what a great job of getting that ball over the shoulder, and tremendous job of keeping his feet in bounds.
When you're talking about Cam Hayward, you're talking about Connor Hayward, the Hayward brothers. This is like a home game for these guys. And of course, with that moment, Cam was a little choked up about his brother catching his first touchdown here in this stadium.
The Hayward brothers were enjoying their homecoming.
Big rush. He's hit. He's down. Captain Cam is on the scene.
And that's how it's done. You need something like that, you call on Captain Cam, and he delivers as he has throughout his entire career.
The rest of the Steelers were making Georgia feel like home as well.
Oh my, did he body slams Richie Grant. Gadzooks, man, that is some powerful running. Najee Harris obviously agreed with the Georgia air here.
The ball is down. That kick by Wright is on its way. That kick is up and good. He's got a four-bagger, and the Steelers extend that lead to 13 points.
The Falcons rallied to bring it to a one-score game.
And tackled just shy of the goal line. Nope, they get the touchdown. Michael Pruitt.
But Pittsburgh's defense shut the door on an Atlanta comeback.
Shotgun snap. Mariota from his end zone. Throws that pass, and it's intercepted. Going to the 5-yard line and getting out of bounds is Minkah Fitzpatrick, and that seals the deal.
That's another magic Minkah moment, Billy. Such a heads-up player, such a powerful player. Guy that is just unbelievable.
And that is your ball game. Wow, what a performance. The Steelers win number 5. Pittsburgh 19, Atlanta 16.
That's cool, your little brother scored here today.
Man, why you gotta bring it up now? Why you gotta bring it up now?
That's pretty cool. You went big brother on me there.
The Falcons game was a family affair. There was no love lost the following week back in Pittsburgh.
Veteran player once said, the Steelers-Ravens game could be played at midnight in a parking lot.
There was no asphalt, and the white lines were not for parking spots. But the physicality of the best rivalry in football lived up to the billing.
Oh, look out. J.K. Dobbins is on his way. He's at the 25-20, still on his feet at the 15-10, and knocked out of bounds by Minkah, short of the goal line. Handed off and grinding toward the goal line, and getting to the goal line for the touchdown is J.K. Dobbins. The third-year man had a 2-play drive all by himself, and Baltimore can extend that lead to double digits. Uh-oh, somebody breaks in and has Pickett. And Pickett stumbles again, and is sacked by the second guy back outside the 40-yard line, and he gets up slowly.
Kenny was a little bit slow walking that one off. He got away from Queen, but it was Roquan Smith that brought him down.
Down 10, and your starting quarterback is not a favorable spot in a division rivalry. But as he did earlier in the season, Mitch Trubisky kept the Steelers in the game.
And he's going to play action fake it. Wants to throw it long. Down underneath it, it is Pickens, and that is a 1st and goal inside the 10. Trubisky under center. Straight over the top comes Najee, and he's short. Nope, they're going to say touchdown. He got chalk on that leaping effort at the goal line.
But Pittsburgh couldn't overcome their turnovers.
Throws that pass over the middle, and it's intercepted with a leaping grab by Patrick Queen. Throws it long down the field, and they're double coverage there, and they got an interception in the end zone. The third pick that Trubisky's thrown, and that puts a dagger into the Steeler hopes. Pittsburgh Steelers 2-game win streak goes by the boards.
Baltimore may have won the battle, but a rematch was only a few weeks away. The Steelers turned their attention to the remaining games on the schedule. If they wanted any shot of making the playoffs, they knew there was little room for error, starting with the Carolina Panthers.
Well, I can tell you that every man on that field has got something to play for. You know, who knows what can happen. If you're a pro, you're going to play as hard as you can.
Pittsburgh's sense of urgency was on display.
And it's Deontay with a first down, takes a hard hit. They seal off the left side. Najee goes stiff arm, cross midfield, down to the 45.
Put that ball into the belly of the beast. The beast is Najee Harris. Nice run, great blocking.
Hands it off. Najee, stiff arm, gets to the 5. Stiff arms his way into the end zone for the Pittsburgh Steelers touchdown. And the Steelers forge ahead on their first possession.
He gave him a little bit of the okey-doke, put a stiff arm right in the grill of one of the defenders, then ran over another one at the goal line.
Behind their potent rushing attack, the Steelers scored on their first 2 possessions of the game.
And Najee knifes through the right side and keeps churning, and he's close to the first down.
The Steelers' offensive line decided, you know what, we're going to show these guys how to run block. And right now, they're taking that Carolina defensive line off the ball.
He throws it long down the left sideline. That pass will be caught! An unbelievable catch by George Pickens. 2 hands above his helmet. Keith Taylor tried in vain to stop that play. Trubisky turns, hands it off to Warren, and Warren plows into the end zone for his first rushing touchdown in a black and gold uniform.
No doubt about it. It was a great job off the right side. There was a lot of room to roam out there and able to run over Shaq Thompson at the goal line.
Just put it in the sky. Just put it in the sky.
The sky was seemingly the limit for the Steelers' offense. In the third quarter, they orchestrated the longest drive in 15 years.
The game plan should be for the second half. You got to put the smackeration on the Carolina Panthers.
And that is Deontay Johnson for just enough for the first down. And Najee gets the call off left guard. And he does a little Le'Veon Bell step. And it is Sims on the sweep, and he turns it upfield, 45-50, 45-40, and they run him out of bounds as he nears the 35-yard line of Carolina. Deep drop, Trubisky throws it to the near sideline. It is pulled in on a wheel and deal from Deontay Johnson, sheds a tackler.
Oh, that's sweet butter right there. Deontay Johnson.
They give it straight ahead, down to the 2, twisting, comes Najee Harris.
Oh, that's Najee Harris just running like a rhino through the wicker department at IKEA, man.
Well, let's see what Mitch does. He goes up over the top. Touchdown, Mitch Trubisky. How about a 91-yard drive in 21 plays, taking 11:43 off the third quarter clock?
Billy, that's ripping the heart out of the defense.
The heart of the Steelers' defense was getting back to form.
He's hit, and TJ has him.
TJ Watt, where have you been? Oh, it's good to see you again, my friend.
The energy from Watt surged through the entire unit.
It is Highsmith, and he's down for the sack. He's hit. He's sacked by the captain.
Captain Gam on a back-to-back sackeration. What a great job. That's how you rise to the challenge.
And the Steeler Nation is in force here at Bank of America Stadium.
With Watt's return to the lineup, Pittsburgh got back to being one of the top defensive units in the NFL.
Get in there and blow things up.
Oh, the Steelers are there. Larry Ogunjobi.
We got that momentum back. We got to stay on them. We got that momentum back. We got to stay on them.
The Steelers surrendered a staggering 8 less points and 100 less yards with the former Defensive Player of the Year in the lineup.
He is tackled from behind by T.J. Watt.
Not to mention the sack total quadrupled over the stretch.
He's sacked, Alex Highsmith, and he's hit and sacked back at the 24-yard line.
The 2 biggest QB hunters on the field tonight.
Pass batted down, intercepted. T.J. Watt ends up with the football.
Get out of town. Are you kidding me?
Did the Steelers ever miss number 90?
Takeaways were coming in bunches.
James Pierre picked his pocket like a New York pickpocket guy.
Took it off the hands of Jarvis Landry and said, "Thank you very much." Spillane tipped it, and Levi Wallace jumped in front of the intended receiver.
The Pittsburgh secondary tied the league lead in interceptions with 20, including 6 from Minkah Fitzpatrick.
He's able to react with the samurai sixth sense that he possesses. He's drawn to the ball much like another great Troy Polamalu. Minkah Fitzpatrick just gave him a dose of deceleration trauma.
Fitzpatrick added a 3rd All-Pro in 4 seasons with the Steelers and kept the tradition of stout defense flourishing in Pittsburgh.
More on our breaking news out of Pittsburgh. Pro Football Hall of Famer and Steelers legend Franco Harris has passed away just days before his uniform number 32 was to be retired at halftime of the Raiders' Steelers game?
You know, we had a productive day. Obviously, we did so with a heavy heart. This organization, this community, the football world, we lost a great one. But we do look forward to honoring him and his legacy this weekend. And obviously, where our attention needs to be is on the preparation required to put together the type of performance that's fitting of a great man like Franco.
We were getting ready to celebrate the great accomplishments of Franco Harris, his part in the greatest play in the history of the NFL, his Hall of Fame career, and then we get the sad news of his passing. So we are both mourning and celebrating tonight, and it's a tough night for anybody connected with Steelers Nation.
It wasn't supposed to be like this. The big man was supposed to be standing here right next to me. It's been said, life will bring you sorrow, but it's up to us to bring the joy. Franco brought us joy for 50 years. It's my honor to declare number 32 is officially retired.
This game has become not just a celebration of the Immaculate Reception, but a celebration of the life of the great Franco Harris.
The Steelers wore their heartache on their chest. The loss of Franco Harris was felt throughout the city. But there might not be a better stage to honor his legacy than on Christmas Eve against the Raiders.
He's hit, and he's sacked by the captain, Cameron Hayward.
Boy, did he blow up. Dylan Parham, the left guard. I mean, that was a butt kicking all the way back to the quarterback.
Las Vegas took the early lead.
Hunter Renfrow for the opening touchdown of the football game.
But Pittsburgh struggled to answer.
The kick is on its way. That kick is up and no good. He missed it wide left, and the Steelers are denied a scoring opportunity.
Right back to work, Booth. Nobody blinking. Everybody cool and working, making plays.
Going to hand it off, and through the gap comes Najee Harris.
Oh, sweet Marie, what a big hole that was.
First on. He fires over the middle of the pass. It's caught. Pickett to Pickens. Here's the kick. It's on its way by the Boz. Long enough, high enough, and the Steelers are on the board. Throws that pass down the field, and it will be caught by Darren Waller.
A quick strike by the Raiders kept their lead at 7 heading into halftime.
All right, man, positive vibes, right back to work.
The third quarter was filled with miscues by both teams.
He looks right, nothing there. Goes left, intercepted. Threw it right to Perriman, the middle linebacker. Throws it over the middle. It's tipped and intercepted. With the football is Minka Fitzpatrick.
Oh, sweet Marie Minka moment. Yeah.
I'll take that.
Finally, in the fourth, the Steelers started to overcome their mistakes.
And Najee leaps over a defender, gets inside the 40, and a first down at the Raiders' 37-yard line. Shotgun snap. Pickett throws that out, and it's pulled in. And that is Deontay Johnson. The kick is on its way by the Boz. It's long enough, and it is good. The Steelers cut that lead down to 4.
Let's go get him. Let's go hunt. Let's go hunt.
Big rush. Sack back inside the 35-yard line by Captain Cam.
And I saw Minka just go out and bump Captain Cam, and I think he was saying, hey, you can thank me for that one. There you go. Your Christmas present. I just gave you a Derek Carr sack.
Man, let's go a touchdown right here and win this game. Let's go. This is a grow-up moment right here for you young studs. Let's live.
Pickett back on first down. Now he rolls, throws that pass, and it's caught by Freiermuth for the first down. Dumps it over the middle. That is Najee with a shake and bake. He breaks through tackles, breaks through another inside the 25, down to the 23-yard line. Everything in tight. Pickett under center. Now they push the pile, and they got it.
There's an opportunity here. This is where legends are made, Billy. Last-minute drives coming up.
Shotgun snap. 4-man rush. Fires for the end zone. Touchdown, George Pickens! And the Steelers forge ahead with just 46 seconds left. Pickett to Pickens.
Oh, yes! Pickens, a little in route along the back end of the end zone. And I'm telling you what, Kenny hit him with a laser. You talk about in the clutch, in the moment, Kenny delivered.
Steelers show blitz. They bring 5. He's back. Big rush. Steps up, throws it under duress, and it is intercepted. Cam Sutton takes it away from Hunter Renfrow. And this is bye-bye ball game.
Oh, I know. Franco's rejoicing, man. This has got to be a moment to be shared with everybody.
Final score, Pittsburgh 13, the Las Vegas Raiders 10.
We grew up tonight. We grew up tonight.
Let's go, baby! Take us out!
The young team was maturing before the league's very eyes.
You know what it is.
Now, they had their sights set on a rematch with a division foe.
Big game for both clubs. It should be fun.
Last time is last time, but this time is our time. Let's go get this on. Let's hunt on 3. 1, 2, 3, let's hunt.
For Baltimore, they can still win the division title. For the Steelers, thanks to scoreboard help today, playoff hopes alive and flickering.
We're still alive, baby, and that's what it takes.
I know Peachtree is today!
The round 2 matchup began as a back and forth tilt.
3rd and 2, he's back. Scamper, throws under pressure, pass is caught, and that is Jaylen Warren spinning away from a defender across midfield. First down to the 45. They give it to Warren on the sweep to the near side. He turns it upfield, still on his feet, inside the 25, inside the 20, inside the 15, and he's knocked out of bounds at the 13-yard line. Between the hashes, the ball is down. The kick by Boz is up. That kick is good, and we have the first score of the football game. Throws that pass to the left flat, and it's pulled in, and that's enough for the first down to Mark Andrews. And he's going to hand it off to Dobbins. And Dobbins finds a crack, and he's inside the 30, inside the 25. First down, inside the 20. The kick by Tucker is up. That kick ties the game.
After a quarter of feeling each other out, the Ravens started landing body blows.
Dobbins cuts for the 30-yard line and has a first down as he gets out of bounds at the 28. They're taking advantage of the Steelers' defense. Gets the snap, wants to throw it, fires for the end zone, and it's a touchdown for Baltimore. Running the out pattern, Isaiah Likely, and it's a big one because it's the first touchdown of the game. And it's 10-3 Baltimore.
Got your eyelids off and you blink.
Pittsburgh never blinked. Once again, they turned to their crop of young playmakers to get off the ropes and back into the fight.
Needed 10, got 16. He fires that pass, and what a grab by Pickens at the 50-yard line for a first down.
Billy, that was an "are you kidding me" catch.
That kick long enough, high enough, and it is good. And the Steelers get points on the board, but still trail by 7. And then here's Najee coming through, breaks to the outside, up over the 20, high steps to the 25, to the 29-yard line. He throws that out, and it's pulled in by Deontay Johnson. Spins away from a man. 25-20.
That's the type of work you want to see out of your number 1 receiver.
High snap. The ball is down. The kick by the Boz is on its way. That kick is up and good.
Nothing free, man. Nothing free.
By the fourth quarter, the Steelers had all but eliminated the Ravens' attack.
And T.J. Watt sacks him, and that's a big sack for the young man from Wisconsin.
That's what you expect from the reigning defensive player of the year right there.
Dobbins is hitting square. That'll bring the punt team on for Baltimore.
That's what you've got to do. That's a great job of penetration there by Cam Hayward, Larry Ogunjobi, and Mark Robinson.
So, we got a barn burner. They always are. We have 4:16 to go. The Steelers trailing 13-9, have a 1st and 10 at their 20. Najee comes through the hole, and he's the first player this year to get over 100 yards rushing against Baltimore. 5-man rush, peels back out of the left, throws it on the run, and Freiermuth with a diving catch at midfield, a 20-yard gain.
What a sensational catch.
Shotgun snap, pick it back. Fires that ball down the field. Sims with a leaping grab inside the 25, and a first down.
Is this not reminiscent of a week ago, Billy?
I hope it ends up the same way.
Me too.
Nobody panic. Nobody go Frank the Tank on me.
Gets the snap. He looks, chased out of the pocket, steps out of a tackle, throws it for the goal line, touchdown Najee Harris, and Pickett did a Houdini to make that play possible, and the Steelers jump ahead of Baltimore.
Let's go!
This is also how legends begin, Billy, is when guys come through in these important moments, when the pressure is not too much and the big stage is not too much. Pickett did a great job of evading the rush, keeping his eyes down the field and finding Najee. What a great, great play by Kenny Pickett.
Come on, baby. Let's go get it. Let's go get it. Let's go, Cam. Shut it down.
Now it's up to the defense. Huntley, empty set. He dances out of there. He runs to his right, throws it down the field. Intercepted! Minkah Fitzpatrick, number 6 on the year, and the Steelers seal the deal in Baltimore. The Pittsburgh Steelers are 8-8 and still in the conversation. Magic here in Baltimore. The Steelers know, and their fans know, that this is their last home game, but they hope to extend the season. You got to take care of business first.
George Pickens will score right here. Watch this.
They bring 4. Pickett throws it down the middle. Touchdown, George Pickens. Pickett to Pickens.
This is what makes a quarterback on the edge of becoming a great quarterback.
Pittsburgh would handle their own business.
It's intercepted, and with the football is Levi Wallace.
Great job by Najee Harris. Would not be denied. He wanted it. He wanted it bad.
He rolls left, stops. He's hit, and he's sacked. A meeting at the quarterback.
But the help that the Steelers needed never came.
The Steelers' hopes to extend the season go out the window with the Miami victory down in the Sunshine State.
You know, I'm appreciative of the efforts today. I'm appreciative of the efforts all year. We were an evolving group, and that evolution continued even into today.
The evolution of Mike Tomlin's team was noticeable and elating. It was a year of resilience in Pittsburgh,
Deontay Johnson, a miraculous catch.
overcoming early season struggles,
Great play by TJ Watt.
defying doubt, and building towards the future.
It's like I said, that's where legends are made.
A team on the rise,
What a play by Minkah Fitzpatrick.
with their focus on the next chapter of the new era.